Hey everybody, Chevy Nobody Else's Auto. We got some more cool new inventory to check out tonight. A big Chevy truck and a super Stylin Chevy van. We've had a lot of cool stuff hitting the ground here, so definitely hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss any of this stuff that's coming up. We've got a ton of cool cars here we haven't shared with you yet. 39 Ford, 66 Fairlane convertible, big block Chevy station wagon, 57 Mercury pace car convertible, some big 70s era Fords, just a lot of cool stuff. Even super cool Ford cab over. So definitely hit that subscribe button because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up you don't want to miss. This old C50 here, I believe it's a 67. It's got the small back window. I don't have any other medium duty in this 67 to 72 body style. This is the only one. It just came in recently. So I don't know a lot about them because I just haven't ever messed with them. This old truck here, fresh off of an old farmstead, 20 plus vehicles came in off this farmstead, a lot of which we haven't shared with you yet, so stay tuned. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. But I know there's some unique things about these trucks, just like the doors. The doors are notched right here, not perfectly square like the pickups were because of the way this fender well came back with the big front tire and wheel package for these bigger trucks. So even though these were about the same shape cab, I know there's a lot of differences in these trucks. So this one, we come around the front, the hood is missing, the nose is all still here. Pretty unique nose on these. And in here, pretty much empty. Even had manual steering. So probably wasn't a lot of fun to roll this down the highway, especially with a big load on it. And like I said, coming off an old farm, it's banged up, dinged up. This fender's been bumped into something. Miraculously, the nose and the front bumper all still looks pretty good. And check these things out. I don't know what you'd need to hook onto those, maybe if you're moving a house or something, but those are some serious tow hooks on the front of that thing. But that's one interesting thing when you pick up these old trucks off some old farmsteads. Back then, trucks were workhorses. We see a lot of cool stuff on some of these old trucks we pick up because they needed to do the job. And they were modified to do the job, whatever that took. You didn't just call somebody and order something. You modified it, you made it work, and you got the job done. And that's what happened with a lot of these old trucks, and that's what happened back on the farms. Got clearance lights up on top of it, big mirrors sticking out the side. And inside, pretty much just your basic old truck. It's had some critters moved in it over the time, but basic radio delete, heater, not much to it. Now the bed's been gone off this one for a long time, so I'm going to assume this was probably a grain truck. More than likely had just a big dump bed on it to haul grain. It appears as though it was some sort of a dump truck, and since it came off a farm, I'm going to assume it was a grain truck. If we look at these frame extensions that were welded on here, has these big holes for like a pivot pin, like for a bed to raise up. Another feature that I see on this frame that I see on a lot of these old farm trucks are these guides up here towards the front. They're kind of kicked out at an angle, so when that bed would come back down, it would make sure these guided it straight in and it sat square back on the frame. So that's just speculation, but from where this truck came from and seeing some of those traits that I see on a lot of these other old farm trucks I find, that's what I'm guessing. Miraculously, the back of the cab looks pretty straight, but if it had a big grain bed on it, it was probably pretty well protected, even this trim here. Inside of this one, let's see if we got our glove box sticker in here. And we do. So it gives us a little bit of insight into how this truck was originally equipped. We do see it was a big block. It did have the 366 in it, which was very common for these trucks. But other than that, auxiliary springs, 2-speed rear axle, 23,000 pound springs, did have tinted glass. Those mirrors, RV mirrors, were factory. Side marker lights, those are probably factory on top of the cab. Front tow hooks, those are factory tow hooks apparently. It's kind of interesting. See those big monsters out front and then see them listed on here. Oil bath air cleaner, heavy duty cooling, deluxe air heater, heavy duty front springs, and red vinyl trim. Pretty much a basic truck. So, like I said, didn't have any of them here, so always glad to add something different to inventory that might be able to help somebody with their project. But let's squeeze another one in. Let's go check out something else kind of cool along the Chevy lines that came in recently. We'll head up this direction. We'll swing around Tractor Mike's tractor, walk around the old Twin Beach. Right on up here to another Chevy van. We've been doing some really cool van stuff on here lately. If you like vans, guys, you definitely want to check out some of the other videos, and you do not want to miss the Wizard. Be sure to check out the video on the Wizard, that 78 Dodge van. Total custom mural, thing's epic. But right now we're going to check out this old Chevy, 1978 Chevy van G20. This one's a little rough as well. It's been sitting for a long time, just recently found this. As we can see, the nose is all gone out of it. The motor's gone out of it. So somebody already got some of these pieces. But these old 70s era vans, you know, most of them didn't get saved. When people were cleaning up iron or when salvage yards were crushing, you could put a lot of weight in one of these things, level it, and away it went. So finding these good vans, or finding vans for parts, is tough. On top of the fact that a lot of vans were workhorses, and they were used and abused until there wasn't much left of them, and filling them with iron and crushing them was about all they were good for. So always excited to add some more vans to inventory. I think these 70s vans, we see them coming back. They're being recognized for what they were, which, I mean, in all honesty, we like cars because of design and art. And some of these 70s custom vans, they were pure art. And I don't care how you want to argue that point, they were art. This one here, pretty much a basic type van, a nice two-tone paint scheme, kind of a yellow and a cream. Inside, it does have some custom touches though. This is a full window van, so no big murals down the side of it or anything. But still, in its day, this would have been definitely an awesome family hauler or a nice fun party machine. We can see here we've even got curtains in the windows. And inside, we'll pop the driver's door open and take a look. And look right there, right on the door panel, we're already seeing some Stylin carpeting. Dash is somewhat apart. The cluster's still there. Here's some of the trim. But check out the captain's chairs. Oh yeah, these things are big Stylin. And check this out, flex steel. Oh yeah. So we're going to look towards the back of this van while we're sitting here at the driver's seat. Take a look here towards the back. Nice big bench seat across the back in matching material. We see all the curtains in this thing. The curtains go all the way around on all those back side windows. Now, if you're ready for this, we're going to look up at this full carpeted headliner. Oh yeah, look at that. It starts right here behind the dome light, goes all the way to the back, all the way to those speakers mounted in the back of the van. Oh yeah. In fact, look back there at the pillars at the back, carpet going all the way from the floor to the ceiling. Right there in the far back corner, carpet down the sides, carpet up the pillar, straight up to the carpeted headliner. So, in 1978, this was a cruising machine. So let's come on around the back. Once again, something from the era. Big step bumper. There again, if you got to be climbing in and out of this thing, you got to have a big step bumper. One thing interesting we do see, this is a local van, Dwight Shanks Chevrolet, Larned, Kansas. They're no longer in business, but this van was probably sold there, possibly even new. Still got the trim on it, the trim around the tail lights. A lot of that stuff's kind of tough to find. I don't know if this door will open or not. Oh, it'll open, but it's full. We can take a peek in there. I don't know, I might be able to get my money back out of this van in aluminum cans, because they're trying to fall out of the door. We can take a peek in there and get a little better look. It is full of aluminum cans in the back. Over here on the passenger side, we get a really good look at the curtains. This does have the factory side moldings down the side to break up that two-tone. And even though they're banged up, they're again another piece of that time period, the DZ aluminum full-length running boards. So, in 1978, this was one Stylin unit. So anyway, there you have it. A couple more cool old Chevys just recently rolled in here at Nobody Else's Auto. So if you got a question about the van or the C50 or any of the other 2,000 cars and trucks we've got here on the ground at Nobody Else's Auto, just give me a call, 620-786-4428. Give me a short call. We can have a short conversation about your project or what you're looking for a project. But with the amount of vehicles I've got here, I need as much information from you as possible so I know if I've got something here to help you out. Year, make, model, body style, parts you're needing, type of build you're doing, things like that. All super important. Texts, emails, none of that stuff is ever complete. Just give me a call. We can have that conversation, see if I can help you out. So anyway, hope you enjoyed these old Chevys. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a ton of cool new inventory coming up. So definitely click that subscribe button. You want to see what's coming up. You don't want to miss the live stuff we do on here. We have a lot of fun, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed these two. Thanks for watching this video, and we sure hope to see you soon on the next one.